Value creation is perhaps the single most important part in running any business. That is the entire point of a business, is value creation. That is everything. All right, in a vacuum, how are we going to create value for customers? The point of creating value is because that is what money is. It is value as a statement. So what a bill is. Value creation. The way you create value is not complicated, but a lot of people can overcomplicate it with a few rules. So the entire point of this lesson will be to explain to you how to create value, why to create value, and the different ways you create value. There's not just one way, there's multiple. So value creation, like I said, is the core of business. Well, what are the business requirements? What are the rest of them? Number one is to create value that people care about. Number two, at a price they're willing to pay. 3, in a way that satisfies people. 4, so they generate profit. 5, the business generates profit. Without one of these things, there's not a business. If you create value that people care about, but not at a price they're willing to pay, that's a donation. You're giving away, that's a charity. If you create value that people are willing to pay and they don't care about it, then what's the point? That wouldn't even work. So those are business requirements. You need those things to create any business. Like I said, we're going to be focusing on creating the value. So a good example of how the rest of them matter is back in 2023 when my brother and I, we started it was a home goods store. It was an online home goods store. And there we would drop ship products to other people. So, of course, you know how drop shipping works, e-commerce. And we would get them, put them on the website, and sell them to people. But the thing is, we were missing something. We sold them not at a price people would pay. And it was not in a way that satisfied people because they would take 40 days to ship the Chinese products over to America, and people were just not willing to wait that long. So you see how you need all of them in tandem to create a business. Now, value creation is getting something that people want and packaging it in a way that people buy it. A good way of doing it is information, like I mentioned in a previous video. Is that information is one of the best things. But not all skills are eco-valuable. So if I know how to row a raft or a canoe, I could do what? I could sell canoeing lessons to other people. I could sell the canoe itself. That's value. I could charge people for rides up and down the river while I canoe myself. Those are some examples of different forms of value. The creation of value is dependent on the individual of what you're selling and how. Now, like I said, I think the best type of value to sell is information. So if you know about what the Great Courses is, this company got a lot of professors that are knowledgeable on a lot of different topics, and they got to record some lectures in college because there are people out there willing to pay for that. So that scratches this itch, number 2, that people care about. A lot of people care about information, and so you can weaponize information and package it in a way so that people will care about it. And you can teach people, because it's also beneficial for the teachers too. They are getting more clout, they're getting more attention from other people by doing this. And the company makes money by selling this information to other people. You're distributing it out. Because a lot of people do want teachers, but they're not willing to pay to go to college. The way you create informational value is if you have lived your life and there's some sort of skill you know, or something you're good at. Maybe you're good at cooking, maybe you're good at going to the gym, maybe you're good at firing a gun. teaching is one of the best ways to make money, especially in this day and age, because you can do it all through the internet, and you can sell it to other people outward. So that is how you're creating value. Now, you can also create value in real life, physically with a product. But unless you have a shipping company or a way to create that product, it is much more difficult. So the creating value part is, I'd say, one of the most important parts. I'd say it's the most important part. And there's reasons. Number one is that creating value, it starts there. Now, you can create value that people don't care about. If I made shoes that fit on backwards, who are you going to sell it to? Nobody wants to buy that because people don't care about it. You also jack the price up too high so that people don't want to buy it. But in terms of value creation, information is the best way to do it.